Spurs fans, a healthy Wemby, a healthy Fox, our draft picks coming up, and these guys are putting in the work. Oh, I can't wait till next season. It's going to be lit.
Go, Spurs, go, 'cause the Giants stay.
What is up, San Antonio Spurs fans? Welcome to TSR Sports, TGIF, and I have two articles to share from Air Alamo about this great news. And the news is kind of related and similar, so I thought I'd do them together in this video. Let's get into the first article. You probably already know about this, and I've talked about it on the channel, but if you haven't caught it, we're going to do a quick rehash, if you will, maybe not so quick. Stefan Castle was seen on video working with Olin Simplis, also known as the Guard Whisperer. Isn't that a TV show also with Jennifer Love Hewitt? Simplis is a basketball trainer, and he's worked with players like Spencer Dinwiddie, Evan Mobley, and the current most valuable player, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. All three players left glowing testimonials about their experience with Simplis, and now that Stefan Castle is working with him, fans should get excited about the young guard's upside. And there's a little video clip here working on his three-shot. We'll just play a little bit. It's one of those, maybe two shots. Spins around. Swish. Next shot is just a quick catch and shoot, or, well, as quick as he can shoot, catch and shoot. And then he timed catch and shoot, which I mean is he gets the ball and the coach is going to say shoot. It's going to be a command shoot. Get the ball, wait, and then shoot. Yeah, I like what I'm seeing. Castle's value has been unfairly questioned lately. The combination of the Giannis Antetokounmpo trade speculation and the acquisition of the second pick in the upcoming draft has made people question Castle. I've seen a lot on the channel and in the social medias as well. Hey, everybody's got their own opinion. Respect. There have been claims that his draft class was weak. As if it's that's his fault. They may look at his 14.7 points per game and think he wasn't anything to be excited about, but those are just stat watchers. If they paid attention to the games, they'd see what most of Spurs Nation sees in him. While his scoring average was the 14th lowest for a Rookie of the Year winner in league history, there are several notable pass winners who scored fewer. Wes Unseld, Amari Stoudemire, and Jason Kidd are among them. Yeah, I think all their three careers were pretty darn good. Kidd, I know, is a Hall of Famer. Stoudemire, no. Wes Unseld, Hall of Fame? Sounds like he would be. I think he is. When looking at some of the players who flamed out despite a higher scoring average, and this is where I really wanted to share the article, you see names like Michael Carter-Williams. Who? I don't remember who that is. Apparently he's a boxer now. Tyreek Evans. Who? I don't remember who that is either, to be honest with you. And Ben Simmons, whose career has absolutely tanked the last few years. I know there's been a lot of injuries, but he's done. He's done here. The body's breaking down, but he lost it here too. You never know how a player is going to turn out, but he deserves time to grow, especially if he's doing all the right things, and it seems like he is. He is a winner, national champion with UConn, UConn. I have faith he's going to work on his game, and he's only going to get better. Any criticism we have of Stefan Castle, don't forget, that is the worst version of Stefan Castle we're going to see last year. He's going to get better with three-point shooting, free throws, making decisions in the paint, his off-ball defense, his on-ball defense, up and down across the board. However, we have another young guy on our team, and I think some folks forget Jeremy Sochan was only 21 last year. Jeremy Sochan is working out all the kinks in his game that fans have been clamoring about since his arrival. Quote from Sochan, "I want to improve my whole game. I'm working on my shot. I'm working on improving my finishing even more and my ball handling, different reads, attacking different types of big men. I'm super motivated. I have something to prove. I'm working on my body and conditioning." I almost said I have nothing to prove. That would be totally inaccurate. I hope he's coming to that with every season, or maybe he's just extra motivated this year, but that is good to hear. And we have some video. Maybe you've already seen it, but this is my first time seeing it today. I've already watched the clip, but anyway. Video emerged of Sochan working on his threes. His form looked much different from the disjointed jumper we've seen in his first 3 seasons. It was much smoother and looked as if he completely removed a hitch that would make consistent shooting difficult for anyone. He would load up the three, there'd be that pause, that hitch, and then you'd fight. It was so slow, it looked bad, and the results confirmed that. But here is Jeremy working on his shot, and I gotta tell you, like I'm seeing. Okay, let's go back a little bit, let's check it out again. Just to run, and then the hitch is gone. That's what's important. When you look at his form, when he catches the ball, that pause, that delay, that hitch, it's not there. If he can do that during the regular season and shoot, we'll get to that in just a few moments. I'll give my 2 cents in just a moment. And rounding out the article, our Spurs need wings with long arms who can defend guys like SGA, Anthony Edwards, and the like. Turning himself into a legitimate threat from outside increases the minutes he can play next to Wemby, and we want them on the floor together to stifle offenses as their chemistry grows. Improving his finishing can't be undersold in its importance either. He gets many drives to the basket with one defender to beat. It's often a big man because teams will put smaller guys on Wemby. Yeah, Dylan Brooks has guarded Wemby a ton and very well. I'm sure there's a lot of other guys whose names heck, you might see Alex Caruso on Wemby next season. He's guarding Jokic. Apparently there's some fouls that weren't called, but that is what it is. Put smaller guys on Wemby while he's outside to keep the rim protector near the basket. If so, he can make himself a more dynamic finisher in those scenarios, along with improving his shot, he becomes the perfect player for our Spurs. All right, my 2 cents. And yes, this is all great news. It's great to see both young guys are working on their game. Jeremy does get, some constructive criticism, and I get why he does, but he's only going to be 22 next season. Yeah, sure, his offense needs work, but he's doing the work. His shot looks, maybe the best we've ever seen it. And then Steph is only going to be 21 next season. I really hope both these guys have long, fruitful careers with our San Antonio Spurs. And listen, I know some of you are tired of the focus on the three-point shooting. There's, a few of the like TSR, we're talking about three-point shooting again. You're talking about bigs that can shoot three. I get it. I'm a 90s basketball guy. My favorite player of all time is right there behind me. The time when big men played in the post and not past the arc. Players like David Robinson, Patrick Ewing, Akeem Olajuwon, Shaquille O'Neal, Dikembe Mutombo, Alonzo Mourning. I miss that 90s big men era where they dominated in the paint. But the game's not like that anymore. It's changed. And you got to evolve and adapt to what is working today. And if both these guys can just be average three-point, what is that? Can be average three-point shooters at 35%. I'm not asking 40, 45, 50, just average at 35%. That significantly opens up the offense, the spacing. And I have no idea what our lineup's going to be next season. Is it going to be Wemby, Sochan, Barnes, Castle, Fox? Do they go small and start Vassell over Barnes? Do they draft the power forward and end up starting that person if they look great in summer league and preseason? Who knows? What I do know is both players working on their game is good and gives better options with starting lineups and rotations. And we know Mitch will always put the best lineup out there. I can't say that with a straight face. I was really trying. I can't. I was like, I'll make a face. I didn't know it was going to be a laughing face because right now I'm thinking of 4 guards and a Mamu. 4 guards and a Mamu. I think that was CP3, Blake Wesley, Devin Vassell, Stefan Castle, and Sandro Mamakelsvili. That was a lineup. It's a great time to be a Spurs fan, guys. We know that. Look at the draft picks we have coming up. Our guys are putting the work in. An off-season. We haven't had an off-season with Wemby and Fox and the team. And if the Spurs draft Dylan Harper, Fox could be a mentor to Harper, both being left-handed. Things are lined up nicely. And I know there's a lot of question marks over Mitch Johnson. I'm right there. I don't know if I trust in Nat Johnson. But at the time, I will. A lot of coaches look bad their first year, make bad decisions. Pop was Spurs fans. We wanted Pop out after his first season as coach, right? And that disaster of a season without Robinson and pretty much without Elliott too. I'm hoping that he is better. He doesn't have to be the greatest coach of all time. He doesn't have to be Pop. He just has to be good and make the right decisions. And I'm, for the time being, going to have faith that he will. But watching the games live with you guys, if he makes bad decisions, we're obviously going to call him out. But, man, it's a great time to be a Spurs fan. I can't wait to see what these guys do next season. I can't wait to see what our Spurs do. I can't wait to see who they draft next month. I love it. I love it. Drop a comment down below your thoughts on all this. Hit this like button, guys, support the channel. Subscribe to become part of our awesome Spurs community. I thank you, and as always, go Spurs, go.